Artificial intelligence. Let's talk about it. Okay, art. We all know it's a huge threat to our way of life. I mean, it's a threat to our privacy, and to the very idea of truth itself. But is there something that AI can't ruin? I think there is, and I think that thing is art. And there's gobs of proof. Hi, I'm Kelly O with kellyoneilcreative.com, and if you get excited about art and creativity, you have joined the right conversation. Thanks for being here. Art. It is an artifact that someone lived and breathed and was so moved by the experience that he reaches out to his fellows to commiserate about it all. It's pretty cool. So far, I have made 2 collage portraits of the singer Janis Joplin. The first one, the May Queen, sold right off the easel. Second one, Blodeuwedd, which is the Welsh goddess flower face. When I show any of these at art shows, people give me a huge response. People love Janis Joplin. Well, why is that? Janis poured her whole heart and soul into every performance. She radiated joy even though she was singing the blues. She didn't have a beautiful voice. She wasn't Ella Fitzgerald, but people were so drawn to her because she was raw and she was real. And there seemed to be nothing between her heart and our hearts except a microphone. It's the authenticity that people still respond to 50 years after she's passed. And I think that kind of authenticity is why people respond to my portraits of her. I've cast Janis and goddesses in both of these, right? So, and it's part of the Avatar series I do where I explore how pop icons, American icons, channel the divine, right? I focus on the cultural icons of the 60s and 70s, people that, inspire me. And also on the pantheons of my Celtic and Norse ancestors. So it's very personal, but it's also universal, right? And people respond to that. Also, whenever I mention that a piece has clippings of my grandparents' love letters in them, they lean in closer, they engage more with the art, big smiles, people love that. And I think that also once they get up close and I tell them, you can touch it, they're very textured because you can see the handiwork, right? It's collage, it's paper glued on paper on canvas, and it's I tell them they can touch it because it's well varnished, but it's the tactical, right? So they can see it is made by the human hand. So it's very authentic, and people love that. And I think people more and more are wanting something less mediated, less digitized. AI can generate beautiful images in seconds. It can mimic voices, it can write screenplays, write songs, compose whole symphonies, but without a human heart behind it all, it doesn't really mean that much to people. It might be thrilling at first, sort of that feeling like, oh my gosh, a computer made this, but it doesn't really move them, no matter how beautiful the end product happens to be. Because without a person putting his heart into every lyric, or channeling years of self-doubt into every brushstroke, or speaking a character's truth on a stage with a trembling voice, without all of that, it's not really art, is it? It's just decoration. Because what makes art valuable to people is not just the end product, not just the technical skill. It's the risks that artists take to deliver something to you that will move you in some way. Many artists fear rejection, for example. AI doesn't. Some struggle, work hours, years to find just the right color combination to put together in just the right way on a canvas to create a mood for you. And AI just references a digital color wheel. A singer takes a gamble, every live performance striving for that high note. And we in the audience hold our breath. We're invested right with her as she strives to that high note, and anticipation of it landing just right. And when it does, it's a thrill, right? AI hits that note every single time, and we know it will. There's no thrill and there's no investment. In fact, Sam Altman, the creator of ChatGPT, was recently quoted in a speech. I see it everywhere now on the internet this week, but basically saying that, he's aware that AI generated art is basically valued at about zero by people. People won't invest in it, whether they're not investing their money, they're not investing their time, their hearts, because what they want are human stories. But really, it's not just human stories. People debate this, but I'm telling you, non-human animals are making art. All you have to do is look at one of our breathing, striving, flying, feathered friends and just look at a nest that they make, and you are looking at art. The bowerbird, one of my favorite birds, is really something. They make these architectural wonders. The male bowerbird is he's an architect, designer, set decorator, choreographer, and performer, and they build these elaborate nests and they decorate them elaborately with found objects, and then they dance for the lady bowerbird, who they hope will come by and make baby bowerbirds with them. I mean, the stakes are high because the lady bowerbird has to believe that this male bowerbird is going to pass on these hey, that's the art of my dog. The lady bowerbirds have to believe that the male bowerbird is going to pass down these the survival skills of wooing the right lady. Anyway, the stakes are high, right? So we understand that longing, and so do other birds, of what it takes to woo a lover. But AI doesn't woo anybody. It wouldn't understand that at all. And this is why I do not worry about AI art. It may be beautiful, and it may be, I think that even the most beautiful, and I've seen lots of beautiful AI art, and I think honestly the best is because someone is a wordsmith. Writers are creating great AI art. But it's not the same as seeing something made by a human hand, and that's what people really want now, more than ever, I think. People are really, really tired of everything being digital. So I hope you're out there taking risks and creating whatever it is your heart tells you to create. Let me know if this resonates with you. Comment. Let me know what you think about AI art or about any of this stuff that I gabbed about. I'd love to hear your thoughts, because conversations about art and creativity are my favorites.